This is a video I have been postponing for way too long. Hey y'all, it's Corbin, and I just wanted to do a vinyl tour because I have been very behind on cataloging all the vinyl that I have in my Discogs, and that's literally the only reason I'm doing this, but I also felt like it would be interesting to show everyone all the vinyl that I have. So I just wanted to do a vinyl tour just because I'm very proud of my collection, and there are a couple more albums on the way. There's some albums that I have in my want list that are just currently too expensive for me to have. I'm just really excited to show everyone my vinyl, so let's get into it. So the first album is Demi-Devil by Ashnikko, and I promise I fixed the lighting in a minute, but anyways, the color is translucent blue, and my favorite song is called Slumber Party, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but you're not allowed to judge me. The next album is Weed Killer by Ashnikko, and my favorite song is Possession of a Weapon because I love a good feminist anthem that also sounds super like spacey and sultry, and it comes with this really cute insert, and the color is recycled teal. The next artist is Aurora, and she makes me feel like a fairy walking through the woods, just like minding my own business. So the first album is All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend, and the color is Black Water Lilies, so it's like this translucent, like smoky color. The next album is Infections of a Different Kind, Step 1, and its sister, A Different Kind of Human, Step 2. Both albums are equally as good, so I consider them the same body of work, but my favorite songs on each are Soft Universe and The Seed, respectively. And then A Different Kind of Human came with this little weird insert that said that you could make a hologram with something in the vinyl, but that just never happened. And the colors are translucent red and opaque blue. The next album is The Gods We Can Touch by Aurora, and this one is definitely my favorite album by her. The color is translucent red. My favorite song is Cure For Me, and I have a second version that has alternate tracks, which I wish that I had the white version, but I have the black version, it's fine. Biba Doobie is an artist I really love. I got to see her live at the Eras tour, and I got this vinyl for free at Walmart. It was literally just sitting on a shelf unwrapped, like not sold. The color is white, and my favorite song is Sorry. I sold most of my Billie Eilish vinyl, but I still have Happier Than Ever because I believe it's one of the greatest pop albums of the decade. My favorite song on it is Oxytocin, and the color is the indie exclusive brown. It was hard to pick a favorite, but Oxytocin, I know a lot of y'all don't like it, but it is one of my favorites. Billie Holiday is one of the greatest jazz artists of all time, and I want more jazz vinyl in my collection. It's just never what I prioritize, but whenever I saw this opaque brown Billie Holiday vinyl, I had to get it, and my favorite song on it is I Got a Right to Sing the Blues. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a huge Jack Antonoff fan, so I have to get all of the Bleachers vinyl. I've already pre-ordered his next album. So the first album is Strange Desire, and it comes with this cute little insert with like drawings and lyrics on it, and the color is translucent yellow, and my favorite song is Take Me Away featuring Grimes. The second album is Gone Now, and my favorite song on it is Take the Money for so many reasons. I believe it is one of the most perfect songs of all time. It's on my The Greatest playlist, which y'all should definitely check out on Spotify. It comes with this little booklet full of all the lyrics, and the color is gold, which I love. The next album is Take the Sadness Out of Saturday Night, and it is my least favorite work by Bleachers thus far, but it has several good moments. Jack Antonoff doesn't know how to fail. It comes with this booklet, once again with the lyrics. Jack never fails on his vinyl packaging. And the color, I think they call Sea Glass, and my favorite song is Stop Making This Hurt. Brandi Carlile is another one of the greatest Americana singers of all time. I don't listen to much country, Americana, blues type music or anything, but By the Way I Forgive You is a great album. My favorite song is The Joke, and it's just standard black vinyl. If you are not a fan of Britney Spears, you are not a fan of pop music. Anyone who says that they are not a fan of Britney Spears is a liar. So I have the Greatest Hits album, which I kind of regret getting because it's not actually her greatest hits. Next we have the Glory album, and I was actually really impressed with this album. This album might have made me like a real fan because so much of it feels so modern and real, and I know that some of it wasn't written by her, but I still love the album. My favorite song is Invitation, and it's on just plain white opaque vinyl. No one actually cares about this, but my favorite song is Christmas. I'm a huge Conan Gray fan, and if you didn't know that, you don't know me at all. I have 3 different versions of Sunset Season, one being the Sea Glass version, I think it's called, the other one being the Coke Bottle Clear from Urban Outfitters, and the last one being the most recent version, the Anniversary Edition that's orange from Walmart. And my favorite song is Greek God off of this album. This is the EP that made me a stan of Conan Gray. Then I have Kid Crow, which is a classic, but it's definitely my least favorite work by him. And it comes with this little insert, and it's on red smoke vinyl. Heather and Wish You Were Sober are my favorite songs on it. And then I have 3 versions of Super Ache, but that's because all of them come with different things, and I had to collect them all. I'm terrible about buying it into capitalism whenever it comes to vinyl sometimes, but I just love these artists. My favorite songs on this album are Memories and Summer Child. So I have the translucent green from Target. I have the smoky red from Urban Outfitters, and I have the ruby red from his store that came signed, which is really exciting. I'm not usually big on signed stuff, and I'm not going to pay an egregious amount of money for it, but whenever this was on his website, I just had to get it because it's so cool to own like a signed vinyl from somebody who I admire so much. And then the Urban Outfitters version, you can't really tell it's translucent red until you hold it under the light, which I kind of like. It's like a hidden message. And then I have this Heather and Maniac vinyl that Ainsley, my best friend, got me for my birthday a couple years ago. And it's like Coke Bottle Clear, I think. Love it. I love the song Heather and Maniac. Both of those turned me into Conan Gray stans. I've never really cared about Demi Lovato's music until she started making rock music. So I got Holy Fuck on opaque red vinyl, and my favorite song is Eat Me. It's so good. If you're not checking out Demi's rock music, you definitely should. And if it's hard for you to get into rock music, check out Revamped, because that's her redoing her old music as rock versions. And I have it on silver vinyl, and my favorite song is Cool for the Summer. Say what you want about Doja, but I like her. I like her music, and nothing's gonna make me not like her music. Get Into It Yeah is my favorite song on Planet Her, and I wish Scarlet's vinyl would come out sooner, and I definitely want Pink shit. I don't care what you say about Evanescence. I love them. I have Fallen on the 20th anniversary. Is it 20th anniversary? Yeah. I have it on Blue Smoke vinyl from Target. Comes with this poster, and it's super cute. My favorite song is Whisper, and if you know me, you know that I did a cover of My Immortal and released it on all streaming platforms. Then I have their self-titled album on purple swirl vinyl, and my favorite song is Swimming Home. Fleetwood Mac, you need to own this album on vinyl. If you don't, you are missing out. Gold Dust Woman is my favorite song. I got this as a souvenir from when I performed with Foreigner. Long story, it's on red vinyl. My favorite song is Jukebox Hero. I got this vinyl whenever I went and got the Folklore Long Pond vinyl with Ainsley whenever I was going to see the Eras tour in Houston. And I'm just a huge Jack Antonoff fan, and it's my duty as a Jack Antonoff fan to collect all of his vinyl. So Fun is a great band with a great album. My favorite song on this album is Stars. Watercolor Eyes is that girl, okay? I don't really like the show, but this song is good. So I have the Glass Animal Zaba picture disc. That's a zoetrope, so when you spin it, it makes pictures, which I love. And call me basic, but my favorite song on this album is Gooey, and I don't care what you say. Every song on this album is good. Then I have Dreamland, underrated and overhated, on blue vinyl, and my favorite song is It's All So Incredibly Loud. Not sure why I have this. There's a bunch of good ones on here, but Young and Beautiful is my favorite. Smaller artist, but you should definitely check him out. I pre-ordered his other vinyl that's for his older EP, and it's not here. Everybody Hates Me is my favorite. Not a country music person, but Casey Musgraves can make a song. So, Merry-Go-Round is my favorite on her debut album. I believe Same Trailer, Different Park is her debut album. And I have it on Zoetrope, so this one also makes a picture whenever you spin it. I also forgot about this Billie Eilish vinyl that I have, thinking about selling it. So if you would buy it, let me know, because I need money. And then Golden Hour deserved the album of the year, and I'm so glad that it got it, because it is one of the best albums of all time. Love is a Wild Thing is my favorite song on this album, and the color is, they call it ultra clear, but I mean, I've seen clearer vinyl, okay? And then Star-Crossed, underrated as well. It's got this really cool packaging where it opens where the broken heart meets. That is so fierce, so fierce. And if you know me, you know I love a good lavender color, and Casey Musgraves pulled out that translucent lavender vinyl like it was no problem. My favorite song on this album is Camera Roll, but I mean, there's so many good songs on this album. And the Casey Musgraves Christmas Show, really good original songs. I'm not a big fan of the covers, but I do love I'll Be Home for Christmas. I grew up on this album. It's so nostalgic for me, and so I had to get it. I don't care what anyone says. It is such a good-ish album. I don't mean to be shady. There's a couple songs that I'm not a big fan of on here, but my favorite song is probably Legendary Lovers or Dark Horse. I don't know, there's so many good ones.
I've been waiting for this one.
I don't really want to talk about this too much. I'm thinking about selling these, really. So Don't Tell Lana I have this vinyl. It's an unreleased album. Next, though, I do have Born to Die, the deluxe version and the standard version. So I have the opaque red from Target because I knew I had to get Born to Die on colored vinyl. And then I also have the deluxe version, which is just black, but I needed those deluxe tracks. I have to own every single piece of Lana Del Rey music on colored vinyl. Period. And then this is me realizing that I accidentally stopped filming, and so I had to start over. I got like all the way through my collection. So I have this Lana Del Rey You'll Never Walk Alone vinyl, just because I have to own it. Paradise is next, and Yayo is probably my favorite song on Paradise. Lust for Life, I have the Coke Bottle Clear Anniversary Edition. My favorite song is Summer Bummer. Oh, and on Born to Die, $1 Million Man is my favorite song, in case anyone was wondering. But yeah, I have to own every Lana Del Rey album, so that's why I don't have Ultraviolence or Honeymoon yet, is because I need them on colored vinyl. Next, I have Norman fucking Rockwell, both versions, or both covers, I mean. One of them is pink and one of them is black, and my favorite song on Norman fucking Rockwell is Love Song. Next is Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass. I actually performed Sport Cruiser as a speech and debate piece, and I have it on like forest green vinyl. You can't really tell on video though. But yeah, great poetry, sort of. Chemtrails Over the Country Club is next, and my favorite song is the title track. I have the Target exclusive cover and the standard, or not the standard, yeah, the standard cover with silver vinyl, or gray vinyl. Oh my god, I can't. And then the Target exclusive was on red. And then Blue Banisters, underrated piece of work. Arcadia, Beautiful, and Cherry Blossom are my favorite songs, and I have it on white vinyl. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? Yes, deserved a Grammy for sure, but I'm happy for Taylor, and we'll get there. We'll get to Taylor in a second. But I have it on pink vinyl, and my favorite song is Kintsugi. I can't tell you how many times I've cried over that song. It's just healing everything in me. And then I have Say Yes to Heaven on vinyl too. So next we have the Holy Trinity, and you can't tell me that Lorde doesn't make perfect pop music, because Pure Heroine defined my childhood, and I know that Melodrama is going to define my early 20s, and I know that Solar Power will one day resonate with me like it does everyone else. My favorite song on Pure Heroine is Ribs. My favorite song on Melodrama is all of them. I refuse to pick a favorite. You can't make me rank that album because it is literally perfect. Behind Norman fucking Rockwell, it is my favorite album of all time. And I'm not going to post that list right now because it's a little controversial. I have Melodrama and Solar Power on translucent blue vinyl, but they're different shades, and Stoned at the Nail Salon is my favorite song on Solar Power.
If you want what you want.
So Maggie Rogers, Also underrated artist. I didn't end up getting into her until like a little later in her career, but I love her. And I got this vinyl from my mom. My favorite song on this album is Light On, and it's in translucent blue. And then her second album is also just incredible. And my favorite song on it is That's Where I Am. I got it from Urban Outfitters with my dad. It's on opaque blue vinyl.
Oh, oh, oh.
Maisie Peters is an underrated artist. Honestly, a mini Taylor Swift with a little bit more streamlined pop music. And yeah, white vinyl for both albums. Her second album, The Good Witch, is by far superior. Elvis Song is my favorite on her debut, and Lost the Breakup is my favorite on The Good Witch. I really loved Marina. I got into her during my emo phase when I was really into like Melanie Martinez and stuff. I still am into Melanie Martinez. But yeah, The Family Jewels, my favorite song is Obsessions. Electra Heart, one of the most perfect pop albums of all time in my opinion. My favorite song is Starring Role, which is actually the song that made me a stan because I heard Melanie Martinez cover Starring Role. And that's whenever I decided to check out Marina, and I have not looked back since. I still love Marina to this day. She's just a pop genius. And Electra Heart is on translucent pink vinyl. It was the anniversary edition with like the really cool cover and stuff. Love and Fear is my least favorite Marina album, gonna be honest. I don't have Fruit because they stopped making the vinyl. And then Love and Fear is on white for Love and black for Fear. My favorite song on Love and Fear is End of the Earth. And then Ancient Dreams, my favorite song is Flowers, and I have it on the emerald green translucent vinyl. Also, don't tell Melanie that I had these custom made because my favorite Melanie Martinez song of all time is Haunted and Cooties. And then Carousel is my favorite off of Crybaby. I have the Anniversary Deluxe Edition and the Standard Black Edition. So the Anniversary Edition is pink and blue vinyl with like this like storybook sewn into the inside of the vinyl, which is so cool. And then my favorite song off the deluxe version is Cake, because that's like one of my favorite songs ever. And then the standard black version I've had for a couple years. I keep it on display in my room, and it comes with the booklet separate rather than like sewn inside the packaging, and it's on just black vinyl. Then I have Gingerbread Man, which is a great song, and it's on apple red vinyl, and what's so cool about this one is it's etched. It's etched with the design of a dying gingerbread man on the back. So cool, so fierce. I have 2 versions of K through 12, and I used to have 3, but I sent one back to get the money from it, but I kept the pink heart vinyl that came with it, and we'll get to that. But yeah, they both come with these like booklets full of lyrics. She's never failed on a vinyl packaging until Portals, and once again, lavender is my favorite color, so I had to get the lilac version and the baby pink version. And yes, I said I had the mint green version, but I sent it back and didn't include the High School Sweetheart Strawberry Shortcake heart-shaped vinyl because I wanted the money back, and they just didn't notice, so they gave me the money back even though I didn't return the full product. So yeah, love this vinyl, and it's got printing on the inside, which is so fierce. Then I have After School. Not sure why I didn't show the cover here, but it's on baby blue, and my favorite song is The Bakery. And then Portals. I have several versions of Portals, selling the rest of them. But yeah, the gatefold version from her website, that's like the dusty pink with the black swirl. That's the version that I play. And then I also have the Bloodshot variant that I put up in my room. So here you can see the Bloodshot variant, and you can see why I don't play it. It looks a little gross. Oh, and my favorite songs are Void, Tunnel Vision, Fairy Soiree, and Light Shower. The National is a great band, and I am gonna say that my favorite song on it is The Alcott with Taylor Swift, but that's just being honest. Olivia Rodrigo, say what you want, but I like her, and I'm not gonna stop liking her until I stop liking her. My favorite song on Sour is Deja Vu, and I have the opaque purple vinyl from Urban Outfitters, and I definitely don't regret it. That is the best color I could have gotten. Then Singles for You, it has Good For You and Enough For You piano version on it, and that piano version is exactly why I got it, which I love. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. Guts, her best album, by far. She escaped the sophomore album curse with this one, because I love every song on it, but Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl and Bad Idea Right are my favorites. Am I a Girl is a step in the right direction for Poppy. I want Poppy.computer, but I just don't have it. Am I a Girl's best song is Am I a Girl? And then on I Disagree, which is one of the greatest albums of all time, I have the deluxe version on like smoky white vinyl. I can't remember what they called it. And then the deluxe tracks are on a picture disc that's like cut out, which is so cool. And my favorite song on this album is Blood Money, and it deserved to win the Grammy. I cannot believe that it didn't. Flux is her next album, and I have it on the standard blue and black version, and Never Find My Place is my favorite song on this album. You should definitely check out Poppy. Stagger, her EP, my least favorite work she's ever done, worse than Poppy.computer. And Stagger is my favorite song on this album. Once again, I have to get all the vinyl from my favorite artists. And then Zig, one of my favorites, current obsession. I love Linger. Linger is such a good song, and she never fails with the vinyl packaging because the gatefold, the poster, the digital download, the other poster, like she just did not fail with this one. Like credits insert, everything. It's so beautiful. And then the color is translucent purple with black splatter, and I want more versions of this album because it's so good. I'll Be Home for Christmas is my favorite song on her Christmas album. Y'all are sleeping on Reina Sawayama because her debut album is one of the greatest albums of all time. I have it on gold vinyl, and my favorite song on it is Snakeskin. And then her second album, Hold the Girl, I streamed this album so much. It was, in my opinion, better than Midnight's. It was the top album of 2022 for me. And my favorite song on it is Holy Till You Let Me Go. I had the Urban Outfitters Great version, but I decided that I like the Smoke version way better. Plus, it comes with this little like figure that you can put on your turntable while you're playing an album, which is so cute. Love Sabrina Carpenter, and I've been there since Eyes Wide Open. I don't have Evolution though because I wasn't into vinyl whenever the Evolution vinyl came out. Singular Act 1, my favorite songs are Sue Me and Mona Lisa, and Singular Act 2, my favorite song is Tell 'Em. And then on Emails I Can't Send, I can't pick a favorite because I love How Many Things, Nonsense, Bad for Business, Read Your Mind, and it's signed. I have the signed bone variant from her web store. So say what you want about Nonsense being overplayed and all that. It's been my favorite song since the beginning. And then Fruitcake, Cindy Lou Who is my favorite for sure. I have it on that like pastel green. Sarah Kinsley is an underrated artist. I've been watching her since she was a really small artist, so I had to get the Record Store Day Cypress and the King vinyl. So my favorite song on the King is Karma because that's the song that I discovered her on. And then my favorite song on Cypress is Cypress. And then I have Ascension, and my favorite song on Ascension is Sliver of Time. Heart of Stone is that song and should be considered a musical classic. I can't believe that y'all are not talking about Six the Musical more, because all the songs are good, but all y'all want to talk about is the bigger popular ones. But Heart of Stone, she is that girl. SZA is a great artist, and I love her debut album, but SOS was just that much better for me. My favorite song on Control was Go Gina, but I didn't end up like really standing SZA up until her second album came out because SOS just, I don't know what crack she put in SOS, but it is so good. I wish she would make a different color though. My favorite songs are F2F and Nobody Gets Me. Taniriel is also an underrated artist, and she made this vinyl for fans who pre-ordered her EP on Even, and my favorite song on it is Won't. I'm a huge Swiftie, and I'm not going to let anyone change that. Forever and Always piano version is the best song on Fearless. Don't tell me otherwise because I'm right. My favorite song on Speak Now is Haunted or Enchanted. I just love Speak Now as an album, and I have it on Orchid, but I want it on the Violet because it's beautiful. Red is the album that cemented me as a Swiftie because I was like, you know, I loved Folklore and Evermore, but once I heard Red Taylor's version, gagged. State of Grace is my favorite song on here. Then I have 1989 Taylor's version. I have the Crystal Skies Blue version, and I have the Tangerine version from Target because I wanted Sweeter Than Fiction Taylor's version. And my favorite song, I mean, you cannot go wrong with Style. Style is a perfect pop song. Then Lover, her worst album with like maybe 2 good songs, one of them being Cruel Summer. Yes, Cruel Summer is one of the best songs. I have it on Pink and Blue, and now they're making a black version, so I'm so glad that I got the Pink and Blue while they lasted. Then the Sisters, Folklore and Evermore. I have the hide and seek version of Folklore because I wanted to know if it said Woodvale on it, and it did not. Folklore is the first Taylor Swift album I listened to like all the way through and enjoyed, and my favorite song on it is Epiphany. And then Evermore is the album that made me a stan because Tolerate It is my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. That is the song that like made me want to get into Taylor Swift. And then yes, I have the Folklore Long Pond vinyl on it. It's gray, and yeah, I mean, I guess my favorite song on here is My Tears Ricochet. And then Midnights, oh my god, Midnights is a great pop album, and all of y'all calling it mid, y'all don't get pop music. I have the signed version, and I keep it up with the rest of my Midnights clock, and I'm not super into taking everything on my Midnights clock down, so if y'all want to know what that looks like, just Google pictures, because I have the lavender version from Target too, but the version that I play is the Moonstone Blue variant. And my favorite song on Midnights is Labyrinth, which is very underrated. Y'all need to stream that one. Everyone's favorite biological blonde woman. I have the Blonde and Pink albums, and my favorite song on this one is This Town featuring Shaky Graves. Get me more Trixie vinyl. In a Dream, this vinyl is gorgeous, and there's so many good songs on it. I want more Troy vinyl, but my favorite song on this one is Stud. I got this one at a thrift store with my friend Blake, and my favorite song is the title track. Replay, Butterflies, these songs soundtracked my childhood, and I know like not many people listen to Zendaya, but I had to get this vinyl because I listened to it so much as a kid. Wow. So that's my vinyl collection, and I can honestly say that there were trials and tribulations trying to get this video filmed, but we made it past that. We recovered. We're adapting, learning, growing as we go. So it is now almost midnight, so I'm gonna go to bed. You have no idea how much dust that involved. That's like 5 years worth of dust. I've just been collecting all this vinyl, and the vinyl has been collecting dust. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a like, subscribe, all the YouTube things, and check out my music. I just released a new EP called Dream. My debut album came out last year, like about a year ago now. It's called Chapter 1 Young Love. Check that out too. And I'm on musical hiatus right now, but I promise new stuff is going to come. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me and being a fan. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.